I think people stay tuned in because we're honest, because it's real, we're real sisters. And I think they know that we're not walking away from each other. The challenges of being solo and the group and family and decisions and all this kind of stuff, we stick together. And so I think they see a family, not a perfect family, but a real one.
Yeah.
And a real one that really loves and works our way through our differences.
Yeah.
And it relates to so many regular people out there.
Yeah. I think there's not a lot of real life on reality TV, if I can just be honest. But I think people look at our lives as showing we're having babies on the show. We're on tour on the show. We're navigating financial scenarios. We're hiring and firing people that we work with. We're getting into conflict. We're starting off as a group. We're going solo. We're trying to figure out how do we ever get back to, you see us really navigating.
It's the evolution of Erica and Tina and Mary growing up right in front of everybody.
You know what? It's an art to it. You have to learn it.
It's not always easy. We didn't do it good initially. There were
totally
some years,
flunked at it.
There were some years where me and Tina would be on stage pissed off at each other. There were some
talking
years,
about the Lord up there just angry.
There were plenty times where, our teams would be like, well, maybe we should get them separate cars and let's kind of separate them because they don't really like each other. And we out here singing about Jesus. That was absurd and ridiculous.
Absurd. But I think this is one of the seasons where we've been most separate, trying to figure out how do we get back together and all of the challenges and, again, the pieces that are a part of that and what their thoughts are on it and how we navigate it all. So it's interesting.
One thing's for sure. Erica and Tina are sisters, and ain't nothing ever gonna change that.
We stays down.
Absolutely.
Mary will absolutely, positively be united. When
is the question?
That's the question.
It's the question all season long, and sometimes.
And what is the answer?
Right.
We don't know.
Sometimes in the process of filming the show, we get to the answer. This season, we kind of didn't, and. You'll see what it looks like to go through all these challenges and, kind of have Warren trying to really push. And both of us saying that. Well, I mean, I think I wanted a little more than Tina. She did tell us she was. If y'all watched last season, she said 2016. That's what she said.
That's why I ain't never giving nobody no dates no more. Because people be trying to hold stuff over your head.
She took her word back.
I did take my word back, but I'm entitled to change my mind. Oprah said you can change your mind. Oprah said you can change your mind. Thank you, Oprah. I done changed my mind, and I'm rolling with it. I am definitely undecided on who I'm going with on the political scene. I don't see, and I'm not fully knowledgeable about all of the candidates. There's two candidates that I'm, a bit knowledgeable of, and I'm not feeling either one of them. I want someone that's less. I want a president of our country that is more concerned about the population and not the popular trends of the moment. You know what I mean? Being swayed by whoever it is that has the dollar. Like, what has your track record been? You know what I mean? Are you more for diminishing the name of whoever it is of your opponent? Or are you more about addressing the issues of all of us people that y'all trying to get our attention? Why don't you talk about and deal with what's important to us as opposed to sitting up here trying to fight it out and bash each other and prove who's better? You know what I mean? Who's actually concerned about us? Yeah. And when I can see that a little more than the other things that I'm saying, I'll be able to make a decision.
I actually seen a meme that said, I don't know, not Trump though. That's pretty much where I am. I don't know, but not Trump though.
Definitely not Trump. This is what I'll say. Their marriage is not everybody's business. That's a man and a woman who chose to come together, be in love, and try to navigate life. They failed, made some mistakes, not such good choices, and sometimes bad choices lead to these kind of decisions. But your Christian leaders are not your God. And what happens is, and I know this all too well, you elevate your leaders like they are your gods because you're paying so much attention to them that you're not paying attention to having a personal relationship with God. You're not studying the Bible, you're not praying, you're living your Christian faith vicariously through these leaders. And when these leaders let you down, you feel like God has let you down, and God never fails. But what happens when humans fail, because we are prone to error, people think, oh, there's something wrong with a Christian faith. And there's something wrong with humans.
We're human.
We make mistakes. And that doesn't mean it's okay to make mistakes. But when we do, the Bible does not dictate that we beat and we bash. It dictates that we love, we encourage, and we pray, because that's how you get results. Yeah. More than your mouth on somebody can get. You love people and you pray, and God will do the work.
I do not think that Christianity and sexuality have to be separate ends of the spectrum.
Who created sex?
God did, and if he made anything better, he left it in heaven. So I think that if you talk about it and you educate people, they understand this is something beautifully designed by God. It's not just for Netflix and chill for some guy who's gonna hit it and quit it. It's not tooted and booted. That's not what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be beautiful. It's supposed to be a heart and soul connection that is so divine it blows your mind. That's what it's supposed to be. But it's supposed to be in the confines of somebody that said, I dedicate my life to you for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
When you and your mate are connected, that intimacy is...
That's powerful. Baby.
It's life-changing. I mean, I wish that I could say that I was a virgin when I got married, but I was not. Premarital sex and postmarital sex is very, very different when you're connected and it's a God design. I believe you do it God's way, you get God's results. There are Christians that are not even doing it God's way because they get their eyes on other people and other things, and you get distracted, and before you know it, the enemy has infiltrated what God designed to be beautiful. You got to pay attention to what's going on. So, you know, I do, share and say different things online, and it's all in an effort to inspire other married couples, and even the ones who aren't married, it really can be beautiful. You don't have to say every marriage ends in divorce. You don't have to say every marriage in Hollywood falls apart. I'm celebrating 15 wonderful years. And I'm very proud of that. I'm proud of the relationship that we have. I didn't have that when we first got married. It took time. We had our ups and downs, our hills and valleys, but we're dedicated to each other. I'm rolling with Warren Campbell for the rest of my life.
Come on, somebody.
Hey guys, thank you so much for supporting Madame Noire's YouTube channel. For more Did Y'all See, click here. For celebrity interviews, click here. And for our new series, Ask a Black Man in Los Angeles, click here. And as always, subscribe.